Hello and welcome to another episode of Driveway Dudes. Today we're going to show you how to replace the diesel fuel filter on my 2007 Citroën C4 1.6 HDi.
Right, as you can see, the fuel filter is down in here, and in order to get to that, what we need to do is we'll need to remove this here, and we'll need to move the brake fluid reservoir. Right, this is held on here with one screw, which is down here. It's either a Phillips head or a 10mm. In this case, this one is a Phillips, and we'll go ahead and remove it. With a hex bit, you'll need to take this off. You don't have to remove it totally, just let it loose. With the filter here on the top, you have your drain plug, which you will need to undo. But before you do that, if you have your drain pipe down here, and what I've done is I've pierced the top of a water bottle just enough to get the rubber pipe in nice and tight, so that when you're draining it, it'll drain directly in. With the pliers, grab it, because it's going to be more than hand tight, and lefty loosey, and work away. It's going to be a little awkward, and if you can get your hand in, try and undo it the rest of the way with your hand. When it's up enough, then the diesel that's in the filter will start to flow. The easiest way to get to the filter now would be to remove the battery, so that's what we're going to do. And it's just held on the terminals with the tabs. They can be a little bit tight. Just work them up and slide the casing off, and you can see down here then it's held on with a bolt. In this case it's a 10mm, so with the 10mm socket, make sure it fits. Put the little ratchet on, and it should move. Might be a little bit tight. And of course, remove the bolt and the little battery clamp. Put it away safely, and slide the battery towards you so you can get to the negative terminal, and again just prise it up and jiggle it a little bit, wiggle it so that it'll come off. Next, now we'll remove one of the fuel pipes. So there's little white tabs here, you just press them in and it should pop off. That's one, and we need to get to the one below here. You'll need two hands for the lower pipe, so what you need to do is you need to get, say, your left hand and press the tab in as hard as you can and pop the pipe. Next we have the little plug, and there's a tab below the plug. You'll be able to feel it with your finger. What you do then is you push it away from the filter and push up, and there we have the plug. Next is the drain tube, just here. So grab it with 2 fingers or a finger and a thumb, pull it, and that's it out there. Now you'll probably need a rag because there will be a small drop of diesel. So just stick an old rag in there, try and collect some of the diesel. Or spillage, I should say. We remove this fuel line here and just get it out of the way. There's a little tab here holding the filter in place, so what we're going to do then is we'll just need to grab it with a finger and pull it towards the filter itself, and the filter should just pop up. It's coming up there now. Just be careful because there still is a connection on the back of the filter, and also there'll still be some diesel in the filter. So we'll just bring it across, and underneath there is another plug, so we'll need to connect that, disconnect that one. So again, it's connected the same way. Just pop that out, try and keep the filter as level as possible, and there we have it. Holding on the fuel heater is a little tab here, and what you do then is, what I've already done is I've actually snapped it back because there's no need, we're not going to use this filter again, and it's also held in here. So what we need to do then is we need to push it and push it out of place. It's not going to be the easiest, but what you can do is you can see a little gap down there, so we'll get a screwdriver in just and gently prise it out. And that goes on to the replacement. This is the new filter, and it's a revised model on the old one. In order to get the heater on, we'll just remove the dust contamination cover, line this up, slide it into place, and then press down and it'll lock it in. Fitting is the reversal of removal, so we'll just offer it up into place, and as you're doing that then is you find the little plug and put the plug in first, then the drain pipe, with those two on, and you bring it across and put it into the guides and slide it down into place. When it's in place, you'll hear a little click as it engages, and then we can connect up the other pipes. So we'll just remove the little cover here and we'll just push that to one side, put in the bottom one first, and you'll hear a little click as it goes in. That's it. Just make sure, give it a little tug, make sure it's not going to come back out again. The top one, same again, just push it into place and it'll click in. Again, give it a little tug, make sure it's not going to come out. The top plug is again the same, just push it down, and once it's in place, give it a little tug it's not going to come out. The fuel line at the front of the filter, same situation, push it into place and you'll hear a click as it engages. Fitting the battery. So slide it in until you can get the negative lined up. And on as snug as you can. Press the tab, the green tab down, and it'll lock it in. Then slide the battery in the rest of the way. What we do then is we put the little plate down there to lock the battery into place. With a little bit of the diesel that was left over, I put some onto the threads so that it will tighten down much easier. Just get a start with your fingers and then we can tighten it up with the ratchet. So that's got started, and now we'll just tighten it up. Next thing is the cover. So we'll slide the cover into place. Round the positive, push it down and close the tab down. We'll secure the reservoir back into place. So with the little screwdriver or the hex, the air intake pipe slides in over the filter. Sits down onto the filter inside. There's a little line up underneath it and a little clip on the side. It clips onto the fuel line. The next piece to go on line it and turn it, and then slide it into the guides on the chassis leg. Sit down into place with the little bolt. Again, you can start it by hand and then tighten up with the tool. Up plate, slide it into place and let it clip down. With everything done, what we need to do now is we need to prime the system. So remove the top cover off the engine. Under here you'll see the little priming bulb. It's a rubber bulb and you will have to compress it with your fingers, and you will need to do it for probably about 10 minutes until you feel the bulb gets very hard. When it gets hard, then you'll know that you have diesel up and ready to go. After much compression, you'll actually hear the air going out of the system and the bulb will get harder. So now we'll put the cover back on. And Will is going to start the car. He'll start the car and he'll run it at 2000 RPM for about 30 seconds. Well, that wasn't too difficult a job, fairly straightforward. You follow the video and you can do it as well yourself. The most physical part really was priming the system with the little bulb under the bonnet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a comment, like, share and subscribe. And you can follow us on Facebook, Blogger, Twitter and Instagram.